Well, I'm a son of Bong, an entrepreneur, a political activist, and an aspirant for the seat. Bong County Senatorial seat this year. One of the key things I'm going to promote when I'm elected is advocating for the release of former President Charles Taylor as a way of reconciling Liberia and Sierra Leone, and also providing an opportunity for Charles Taylor to contribute to the Liberian people. Being a former president, very knowledgeable, have a lot of experience. He could be a major asset to Liberia and to the region in terms of conflict resolution, and making out there's some people who want to talk to Taylor, even if they don't like him, they want to have a chance to face him. Charles Taylor never went to the TRC because he was in prison, and that's someone that played a major role in the conflict, and we didn't even benefit from his insight. Okay, so it's a major gap here, and that I think you need to start to fill. Bringing Taylor back is a major thing, because if you as student of history, you know that Dumoe and them used Sierra Leone to come here. You know that Dumoe passed through Sierra Leone. We know that Lerd passed through Guinea. What if we were to say that these countries owe us reparation for facilitating rebels entering into our country and destroying our infrastructure? That would lead to tension. We've forgiven all of them. To complete the process, Sierra Leone needs to forgive us as well. And the signaling of that is to say African solidarity. We're all Pan-Africanists. To say we're talking our power in Africa. We would like to have our brother back. This will forestall anybody in the future having our kids fighting and saying Sierra Leone came and told our president, when they wronged us as well, we forgave them. Do you know that Ivory Coast, Guinea, Sierra Leone, all these countries allowed their countries to be used as a base to attack Liberia? We need that to be holistic. We need to complete that process, and that's one of the reasons I've been calling for the release of Taylor. Yeah, very much so, because you have to understand the times are changing. Lauren Gbagbo has just been freed. Several persons who were indicted, prosecuted, and convicted of war crimes in Sierra Leone, who were Sierra Leoneans. Because imagine Taylor was being convicted for aiding and abetting. But the people who actually committed a crime, they set them free. They set two free this year. I've forgotten their names, but you can check on the residual court documentation. It's on the website. So if you're releasing the people who actually carried out the crime, then you say if someone you accused of helping them is still in jail. First of all, I think the Liberian government needs to protect Taylor's rights, and I'm going to put pressure on the GOL. I'll be taking the fight to the legislature. I'm going to start by confronting the House's Committee on Foreign Affairs. The Liberian Constitution makes it the duty of the Liberian government to protect the rights of every citizen. You don't have to like a citizen to protect their rights. Mr. Taylor is a Liberian citizen, and if he's not being treated fairly, then the Liberian government should intervene, because the Liberian government is party to the Rome Statute. The Liberian government asked for Charles Taylor, arrested Taylor, and turned him over. So the Liberian government played a role. Under a law, you're under an obligation to make sure that the country you are extraditing the person to, that country, the person will face fair justice. How is it fair that Charles Taylor is the only prisoner from the Sierra Leonean court that's being kept in Britain? Charles Taylor didn't bomb Britain. Which part of Britain Charles Taylor bombed? Which part of Britain Charles Taylor for the war? Why is British justice punishing him? He should be in jail in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone asked for him. So the Liberian government sits here. Taylor is being punished. You know how far Britain is from Liberia? What crime did Taylor commit in Britain that they're keeping him in Britain? And the Liberian government sits here. You sent your former president, you turned him over to your sisterly country. You said the neighboring country wanted President Taylor. Then, boom, he's taken to the Hague. Boom, he's in jail in London. He's the only one that's in jail in London. Have you asked yourself why? all the other Sierra Leoneans that committed crime are being held in Rwanda and in Sierra Leone. When he made a petition for change of the country, he's been imprisoned in. The judge said they don't see any merit. Everybody knows that the COVID-19 is affecting Europe and America more than Africa. And African countries are the least hit. Okay, but the Liberian government is sitting here watching its citizens suffer, lack of connection to his family and his people. And you're watching Charles Taylor face death because he's in a country where the coronavirus is spreading faster. And the Liberian government has not intervened. So the Liberian government has an obligation to intervene and protect the rights of Mr. Taylor. Because our laws do not give the government a choice to say, oh, I like this other Liberian citizen, I don't like the other Liberian citizen. You don't enforce laws based on who you like. Laws are written to protect everybody. And unless we can protect the rights of people who don't like, peace will be an illusion. We are about to have an election this year. Everybody's beating war drum. No one trusts the system. It stems from past government treating people they like better than others. And so me calling on the International Committee to Free Taylor is a beginning of reconciliation to tell Liberians that it is time for everyone to come together, consolidate, and move forward.